GEARBOX held a PAX event on September 12th and showcased a ton of awesome new features being released for Borderlands 3 in the next few months. Here are the highlights and a breakdown of the event. Flak's new Trapper skill tree was showcased and featured a new Gravity Snare action skill and Loaderbot as an additional pet. The other Vault Hunters were shown using new skills as well. Current console owners will be allowed to have free upgrades and transfer over all their existing content to new Xbox Series X and PlayStation consoles. Also, next-gen consoles will have 4K 60 resolution. Multiplayer co-op split screen will also become an option. By the end of 2021, CROSSPLAY will also be added. By the end of this year, new DLC containing the 4th skill tree for all Vault Hunters and new game modes will be available. This one won't be free though. The in-game footage showed new skills or augments for the other Vault Hunters in addition to highlighting Flak's specific skill tree. Here are some new skills or augments that we could see in the video. The video starts by showing each Vault Hunter using a new action skill or a skill augment of some sort. First we see Amara. She's using an elemental attack that appears to have cryo. It is melee based and single target oriented. Moze we can see using some sort of handheld device that calls a smaller version of Iron Bear. We think it's called Iron Cub. Not 100% sure yet. Zane can be seen using some form of an over-the-shoulder launcher that shoots cryo projectiles with splash damage. It's not clear if this is a single target attack or can affect mobs. So Flak's new Trapper skill tree was showcased and featured a new Gravity Snare action skill and a Loaderbot as an additional pet. The Loaderbot can be deployed in 3 variations: Ion, Bull, and Warloaders. The Ion Loaderbot is the default bot and uses a Hyperion sniper to shoot out orbs which you can then shoot to increase damage and splash radius. It's basically a Hyperion version of the ASMD. So maybe it'll be viable? Who knows? Next is the Bull Loader. The Bull Loader features a large shield and Hyperion shotgun and is designed to get in close but provide strong melee roundhouse attacks and send enemies into the air. This would be interesting to see if it can deliver similar results to the Gravity Snare skill and really force a player to make some tough decisions during the build process. Lastly, the Warloader. This upgrades the Hyperion shotgun to use incendiary damage. It can toss grenades, and it will also have an attack command where it fires homing missiles out of rocket pods out of its back. Really cool. The Gravity Snare action skill is highlighted, and it will grab enemies, toss them into the air, and while they're doing so, will not be able to attack you. This is great for crowd control, which is something that Flak has needed since day one. It looks like the radius of this attack can also affect mobs pretty well, so it's not looking like a single target attack. The entire Trapper skill tree aims to increase Flak and their pet survivability. Again, a much requested feature. It mainly focuses on shields for both Flak and his pets. One really cool feature is the ability to give your bot a copy of your shield, and it's only a 3rd tier ability, which is really interesting for build variety and more crucial skill point allocations. And lastly, on to the console news. This was great. If you're a console player, you're going to really like this. First off, you get free upgrades and transfers of all your existing DLC, your content, everything you got right now will transfer over to your new Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5. Additionally, the next-gen consoles will have 4K 60 resolution as an option for single player. Now, the big thing. 3 and 4 player co-op split screen will be added to new and existing consoles for free, and will include the revered vertical split screen ability. Man, that's That's awesome. Speaking of awesome, CROSSPLAY will be added by the end of 2021, but it sounds like it's going to be a little bit sooner. This is a highly requested feature and one that we really hope works out and is done quickly. It's going to be a great way to add new players into the community. More DLC by the end of the year as well. Not free, but every Vault Hunter is going to get a 4th skill tree. New game modes were also mentioned as well. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That's what we had to look forward to in the very near future for Borderlands 3, and it looks great. This week alone, we saw the game's best content get released. DLC 4, Psycho Krieg and the Fantastic Fusterfleck. Lastly, we'd also like to state just how incredibly grateful we are to the Borderlands content creators and the fans we've been able to interact with and get to know over the last year. You guys are great, honestly. This last year has been amazing. Thank you very much. It's been great. To call you guys content creators isn't really accurate though. We tend to think of community creators as a more accurate term. Thanks again for an amazing year. Links in the description to all our resources for this video and previous videos. Be well and happy farming.